Three things keep me up at night: the vastness of this universe, AI making decisions about your life without you even knowing, and worst of all, people trusting those decisions blindly. Because right now, AI can decide whether you get a loan, whether your resume gets selected for an interview, even whether your child gets into college. And most of the time, you don't even realize it's happening. So today, let's break this down. What is AI ethics? Why does it matter? And how do we make sure AI doesn't quietly mess things up? Let's start with the biggest misconception. People think AI is neutral. No emotions, no bias, just logic. That sounds nice, but it's wrong. AI learns from data, and that data comes from humans, and humans are messy, which means it can inherit human mess and biases. Think about this. In real life, if a human interviewer rejects you, you might question it, ask for feedback and explanation. But if an AI rejects you, most people assume, well, the system must be right. That's the dangerous part. And here's something most people don't know. Over 80% of AI projects never move beyond testing, not because the tech is bad, but because people don't trust the results. So the real problem isn't just building AI, it's building AI people can trust. To build trust, we need 5 things. Think of these as the pillars of ethical AI. First, fairness. AI should treat everyone equally, especially people who have historically been underrepresented. In real life, imagine a teacher who gives better marks only to certain students. That's unfair. In AI, a hiring system trained on past data might prefer certain genders or backgrounds simply because that's what it has seen before. Second, explainability. If AI makes a decision, you should be able to understand why. In real life, if you fail an exam, you expect feedback and ways to improve from the teacher, not just a number. In AI, if your loan is rejected, the system should explain the reason. Was it your income, your credit score, your risk profile? Not just say, rejected and move on. Third, robustness. This is about security. Can someone manipulate the system? In real life, if someone tampers with exam papers, the results become unreliable. In AI, attackers can actually trick systems by slightly changing inputs, like modifying an image so the AI completely misclassifies it. Fourth, transparency. People should know when AI is being used and how it came to that conclusion. Like in real life, if you're being recorded, you expect a warning and consent. In AI, you should be told up front, this decision is being made using AI, and ideally, you should have access to more details about how it works. Fifth, privacy. Your data should be protected. In real life, you don't expect your bank to share your account info and bank balance without permission. In AI, systems rely heavily on your data. Ethical AI makes sure that data is used responsibly and not misused. Now, alongside these pillars, there are also 3 core principles widely used in the industry. First, AI should augment humans, not replace them. Think of a calculator. It helps you, but it doesn't replace your thinking. In AI, a doctor might use AI to analyze patient data, but the final decision still comes from the doctor. Second, data belongs to the creator. In real life, if your friend shares something personal with you, you don't own that secret. It's still that person's secret, which you can't share with anyone without asking your friend. In AI, user data must not be sold or used without consent. It still belongs to the user. Third, AI must be explainable. In real life, a judge must justify a verdict. In AI, decisions should be traceable. What data was used, how the model was trained, and why it gave that output. Now, here's something important. AI ethics is not just a tech problem, it's a socio-technological problem, which means it's about people and systems together. There are 3 parts to this problem: people, process, and tools. Let's start with people. In real life, diverse groups make better decisions. In AI, if the same type of people build the system, bias increases. But if teams are diverse, blind spots are reduced. Next, process. In real life, rules ensure fairness, like exam guidelines and equally fair checking by the teacher. In AI, organizations need clear policies about fairness, accountability, and transparency. And finally, tools. In real life, tools like spell check help catch mistakes. In AI, there are tools designed to detect bias, monitor models, and ensure compliance. Now, let's talk about how to actually detect ethical risks. One simple method is called dichotomy mapping. Here's how it works. Step 1, list all the features of your AI system. Step 2, list the benefits. Step 3, identify possible harm. Take an example. A hotel uses AI to recommend rooms and services. Feature, personalized recommendations. Benefit, better customer experience. Sounds great, right? But now ask, is customer data secure? Is it being shared with advertisers? Are all users being considered equally? In real life, a hotel remembering your preferences is helpful, but secretly sharing that data is not. In AI, personalization can improve experience, but it can also create privacy risks or exclude certain users if not handled properly. So once you find problems, what do? You fix them. How to do that exactly? Let's see. First, guardrails. Set strict rules. For example, in real life, a company might say, "We never share customer data," which sounds great. In AI, you enforce that rule directly in the system. No AI or AI company can share personal user data with anyone. Second, better data. In real life, more perspectives lead to better decisions. Maybe that be in parliament, school committee, or big tech board of members. In AI, diverse data sets reduce bias and make systems more inclusive for all groups of people. Third, use tools to detect bias. Just like proofreading tools catch writing mistakes, AI tools can catch fairness issues before they become real-world problems. And this brings us to the most important point. AI ethics is not someone else's responsibility. It's everyone's responsibility. Because AI doesn't just scale intelligence, it scales decisions. And if those decisions are flawed, the impact is massive. So next time an app recommends something or a system makes a decision about you, don't just accept it. Pause and ask one simple question. Why?